Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Mr. Kyle Cohen. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and my YouTube channel. I am back in my classroom setting things up. If you have missed any of my previous classroom setup videos, I'll go ahead and link them up below and in the description box. I'm here just finalizing a few things. I'm still a week and a half out before we begin professional development and getting ready for the upcoming year. I'm super grateful to have the luxury of time on my side and the ability to be in my classroom getting things ready. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button down below. I'm going to be sharing my experiences throughout the year of what it is like to be teaching through this global health crisis that we're living in. If you are interested in seeing more videos in my journey along the way as we embark on a school year unlike anything we have ever experienced, make sure to hit that red button down below so you do not miss any future videos. And with that being said, let's get into it. I write my name in all of the books in my classroom library. That way, if a student takes it home or another teacher finds it, it's easy to return. And when I do this in mass quantity, I feel like I just had a big book release and I'm signing my autograph in all the books. If only. But my students have no idea how lucky they are to have this John Hancock written in their books. It's gonna be worth a lot someday. Mark my words. I've been receiving a lot of questions about the upcoming school year, and what I do know as of today is that we will be going forward with some sort of hybrid model at my school, meaning I will have some students on some days, some students on the others, with some virtual distance learning, remote learning taking place in between. So for students, they will be in class 2 days a week, online 3 days a week. I will be here 5 days a week, and that is all I know now. In terms of the space, I still don't know what all of the rules and regulations are. I believe students will be wearing masks. I believe we will be 6 feet apart, those sort of things. But all of those intricate details will be coming as we start to embark on training and everything like that. But for as of now, I am planning on having students in this classroom, so I'm just finalizing a few different projects, and I want to show you what I did today because, I feel like I did something productive. Something that I did get done today is our house system board, and our house system is one of my favorite parts of my classroom. If you are unfamiliar with a house system, I highly recommend checking them out. House systems are incredible and have completely changed my approach to teaching and the way I manage my classroom. The entire idea is you are putting the leadership and the voice of the classroom on students. Students are driving the classroom, students are creating the space, and I'm here to facilitate it. So the house system is how we hold them accountable. I take my students in the first few days of school, we have a drawing to find out which house they're going to belong in, and we're gonna split them up into 4 different houses. This year, the 4 different houses are based on what my school uses as like a building-wide behavior plan. This is a PBIS, Positive Behavior Intervention Supports Plan, building wide. So I took my 4 different houses and kind of modified them based on that plan. So health is going to be sanitas, happiness, gaudium, peace, autium, and productive fertilis. We're then going into the beginning of the school year, have a conversation about what we want to see, hear, do, and feel. So we're gonna jot down right here everything we wanna be seeing in our classroom. What are things that we want to be hearing in our classroom? What do we wanna do? What are things that we wanna do when we are in our classroom? And how do we wanna feel? We will also be having conversations about what we do not wanna see, what we do not wanna hear, what we do not wanna feel, and what we do not wanna do. Toodles is another awesome part of our house system where students are able to write notes to one another based on what they are seeing, hearing, doing, and feeling. It is all about collaboration, it is all about working together, and this is where I will be keeping track of all of our house points. So I have an expo marker right here where we will be just tracking house points throughout the school year. I'm thinking a lot about what I can be doing as an educator to facilitate a classroom space that promotes authenticity and inclusion, that's taking everything away from me. It's not up to me when students are going above and beyond, when students are not meeting expectations, to give them points to take them away, to incentivize those who are awesome and take things away from those who are not. I have conversations with students a lot about choice. Every minute of every day, we could be choosing to meet our expectations, and we cannot be choosing to meet our expectations. When we meet our expectations as a team, we're going to be working collaboratively to earn points. When we are not meeting our expectations as a team, we're not going to be taking away points, but you will not be earning points as a team. I'm excited for students to be connecting with one another, to be pushing one another, to earning those points, to earning those incentives as a team. It's taking my voice out of the equation, as I'm just the facilitator, right? When you're meeting those expectations as a team, you will be incentivized, and when you aren't, you will not. A huge part of third grade standards are multiples and getting that fact fluency down. So I went ahead and took down the posters that were here before. I had some growth mindset posters that were hanging that I actually went and moved right behind my desk. So over here, I just put some fact fluency multiples up for students on display. This is going to be super helpful when it comes to our multiplication challenge. Multiplication challenge is right over here, and multiplication challenge is how we're going to hold one another accountable to learning, memorizing, becoming one with our multiples. So when students master their multiples of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, etc., you'll be able to come on up, grab a marker, write their name on the multiplication challenge board. This is an awesome way for students, again, to visualize their progress, to see what they need to do to learn and grow. It holds them accountable. It pushes them to achieving the status of mastering a multiple. They have a lot of fun with this challenge, and it doesn't involve anything that costs money. I mean, all I had to do was print these things, but there's no points, incentives, prizes, nothing like that for when they achieve the mastery of a multiple. The excitement of coming on up here, writing it down, making them feel so celebrated and awesome is enough for them to buy into it. Again, I don't need to be giving them candy when they master their multiples of 3. They are so excited because of the culture that we are building in this classroom. I think my favorite update of all is that I got these back counters clear. Look how good it looks. There's so much space for activities. I can have a whole class of students sit on these counters alone. Makes my teacher heart real happy. Ignore the books. Still gotta label those. Pretend they're not there. Another major update. The lights stick. They didn't fall. I was 92% positive that I was gonna walk in here today and these were gonna be on the floor. But check it out. Looks so nice. Another update. No carpets. We will not be allowed any carpets this year because of the material, so goodbye to the carpets. Hope to see you again one day. See ya. About to head out for today, feeling really great about how much I got done. Still have a few things on my to-do list left, but overall feeling really great about my productivity in terms of today. There will forever be a list of things that I need to get done in this classroom. It's always the state of teaching. You're just never going to fully cross off that to-do list, and that's okay. Especially this year, we have bigger priorities in regards to health and safety and building a classroom community that feels safe and inclusive, so that's where my head is at. Gonna head out here for today. I'll catch you later. Good morning. Left my classroom yesterday about 3 o'clock, came home, got a notification that the county in which my school is in is making the recommendation that schools go virtual in the fall. The governor for the state of Ohio put the decision on individual school districts to make the decision about what the fall is going to look like. So your district can decide if you're going to be 100% in person. Your district can decide if you're going to be remote or some hybrid model. And our district decided it's going to be a hybrid model based on kind of the different levels of the virus that the specific county is in. However, yesterday the county made a decision with a recommendation for districts to go virtual. Now, that's not a mandate, again, it's a recommendation, but we have seen throughout Ohio when other counties have made this recommendation, districts have typically followed suit. Again, it's not a statewide mandate, it's kind of just a recommendation based on the specific county. There were 5 main reasons for why they are making this recommendation, particularly with the high number of cases that they've been seeing for children under the age of 18, the fact that testing is not as readily available for children under the age of 18, and there were just a couple other factors that they hinted at as to why they were making this recommendation. So we had this hybrid plan, and we would have had 2 weeks to go over that plan, but now we have a possible remote plan. I don't know if things are going to shift. I mean, things are going to shift at some point, but it's unclear if this shift is going to be immediately or if we're going to start out hybrid and then maybe shift into virtual. Again, I just don't know, so not a lot to share there. I'm finding it so fascinating already how things are constantly shifting and evolving. I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about how my classroom is set up and ready to go, and he said to me, are you going to be frustrated if you have to go to remote learning? And to that I said no. As someone who is new to this district, I wanted to unpack all of my stuff. I wanted to have the room set up because let's say we go back to school, then great, my room is set up. But let's say we're virtual until November, December, even if we're virtual until next school year, like in a worst case scenario, the room is ready, things are in its place, and it just is a huge burden that's lifted off of my shoulders. If I had to, with everything else going on, set up a classroom, it would be too much. So that's a relief. In regards to the fall, I'm taking it day by day. It's currently August 11th. I report August 20th. So I still have some time. I still am just sitting back, trying to relax. Again, I'm feeling like it's just the calm before the storm. So taking it day by day, waiting to see if anything's going to shift based on the announcement of the county yesterday. And we'll see. I will share as I find out new information, but until then, just trying to ease my brain, get some things done that will be helpful, whether that is we're in person or online, just to both feel productive and set myself up for success as best as I can be. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I enjoyed getting to show you around my classroom and sharing a few updates in regards to the upcoming school year. What has your school or district decided? Have you already started distance learning? Have you already started teaching in person? What does it look like for each and every one of you? Leave a comment down below sharing what the context looks like for you. Again, thank you so much for watching today's video. I so appreciate you being here, and I'll catch you in the next one.